Remember when I said we would be moving into a new space? Welcome to that new space. Simple and cozy. The PC for the wife. All of this set up by yours truly.
You ever had one of those projects that you put your whole being into? Well, this was one of those projects, and I'm quite proud of what was achieved here. Let's go in.
So this is going to be me and my son. We're going to be sharing this. So, just give you guys the grand tour. Welcome to the office / game room. Courtesy for me and my son. And my soon-to-be. And with that, we are done with the tour. Now on to the video. And we're back in full force. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Chum Zone. It's been one hell of a 30th anniversary and one amazing year for the Blue Blur. So what I want to do is take a look at not only last year, but the whole 30th anniversary overall, because everything that happened was specifically because of the 30th anniversary. So let's jump into it. So the anniversary started in 2021 and the birth of Sonic Central, where you can bear witness to all of the interesting and cool things that Sega and Sonic Team would be creating for our favorite Blue Hedgehog and his friends. And you know, it was rough. It was a rough start, given certain situations and given certain releases. But everything turned out fine in the end, right? Let's start from the very beginning. And just so we're clear, these are just my personal opinions on how the piece of media did. Let's go in. Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Sonic Colors Ultimate was the first game out the bag for our anniversary. Man, what a release. Corrupted files, Sonic turning into a fish, insane amounts of boom, and the spazzing of the game itself. Yes, the game was playable, but obviously that bad boy needed some more cooking in the oven. Yes, the game played the same in more ways than one. Yes, it got a patch, but there was nothing fundamentally better for this port, and that's exactly what it was, a port. So to me, the name Sonic Colors Ultimate doesn't hold true to its name. And if I could make a suggestion, throw in the handheld version. I'm sure it can't be difficult to port a handheld DS version of the game and make it a bundle. That would have made it ultimate. In addition to that, I feel like in some way, the other Wisps, specifically from the DS version, could have been implemented into the original game. The handheld version had the burst and the void. It would have been nice to see them in 3D, if you can call Sonic Colors 3D. You know where I'm going with this. Sonic Movie 2. This is where things got exciting. This would mean that Sonic the Hedgehog has been successful in the movie theaters 2 times. And then on top of that, we're about to get a series specifically geared towards Knuckles. And then on top of that, we're already about to get hints of the 3rd movie. I think my only gripe that I have with the movies specifically is what currently is happening with Mario. I wish they went with CGI and 3D models. kind of like Unleashed or the way Disney did it. Even though it was Wreck-It Ralph, it was the Sonic model instead of the realistic Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a minor nitpick. Sonic's doing great. I love the movies, but I just wish they geared it a little bit more towards the 3D CGI. Both movies at this stage in the game are pulling fans in, and the amount of attention that the Sonic franchise has been getting, we haven't seen this type of publicity or we haven't seen this type of buzz in quite a while. And I've said this multiple times, all eyes are on Sega and Sonic Team right now. Sonic Origins. You know, I'm kind of a mixed bag when it comes to Sonic Origins. It has its highs for finally being an actual 3D port of the classics after so long, but it's another horrible port that came out the oven. And it's even worse for PC users. I hate to say it, but the fans did a much better job with the ports for these games as far as quality. And you've got to give a shout out to Sonic Air. That bad boy is perfect across the board. So while it's great for console users, for PC users, stick with what you got. There was no real purpose for Sonic Origins other than the cutscenes and maybe the hard missions. And for me, being a longtime fan ever since the Sega Genesis era, 30 years plus, I wanted a real HD classic game. Do you guys remember the fan game Sonic 2 HD? Yeah, I'm still looking forward to that. That's the type of HD that I was looking for. That could have been a major step up to new generation, especially for the new fans. Another idea that was hovering around was classic Sonic similar to Sonic Generations and Forces. I don't know, I personally want the series to evolve. What better way than 2.5D with classic Sonic? A similar franchise who has done this, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Are we asking for too much? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let's continue. Sonic Frontiers. Man, this one was a roller coaster of emotions. From the moment we got that CGI trailer to the ending credits and the final cutscene. And it's funny because this game was going to be released in 2021. I am so happy it didn't. For once, this game actually was cooking in the oven. I still think it needed more time. It needed a little bit more sauce, a bit more elbow grease. But this was a good foundation for 3D Sonic. Kinda. We're almost there. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This was make it or break it for me. And I'm pretty sure it was for a lot of you guys as well. And they made it. Despite my annoyance for rushing the end, despite my annoyance for certain animations, despite my annoyance with the 2D, and despite my annoyance with the final boss, they still pulled a W. And it was a good time. Fire music, fire boss fights, fire major boss fights, and an amazing story. I know they were going with this ancient civilization, hence Chaos Offsprings, but I wish that the game itself and the atmosphere was more organic. The thing is, I wanted Sonic to utilize his abilities without all that extra automation, the grind rails, more inputs, a way for the player to utilize all of these abilities to get through and get to A to B. You get what I'm saying? And one more thing. The rehashing and the cyberspace. I feel like a lot of us can agree that we're sick of it. The Green Hill, the chemical plant, even Sky Sanctuary. I'm sick of it. There are so many other stages out there that Sonic has touched, and we haven't seen them in so long. It's time for something brand new, or it's time for something brand new. Before we get to the final thing, there are two more things that I have to give a shout out to that actually did a fairly good job within the 30th anniversary. And I'm talking about IDW and the fan games. Shout out to IDW Comics. You're perfect. You're doing great. Keep it up. Loving this story. And definitely a special shout out to all the fan games that were completed in 2022 and the ones that I played. Sonic and the Fallen Star, Sonic Triple Trouble, Sonic Omens. The games that I recently played, Sonic 3D and 2D, Sonic Robo Blast 2, and Sonic Classic 2. All of you are bangers. All of you have great music. All of you have awesome gameplay. Major shout outs to you guys for your drive and your love for this Blue Hedgehog. Keep it up. And now we can get to our final act, Sonic Prime. This is what I wanted the Sonic movie to be. I absolutely love this animation, this style, the voices, the series. It was only 8 episodes and it was so good. Can we talk about 9? Let's talk about 9. We need to talk about 9. After Sonic Frontiers, I need Tails to act like 9 forever. Look at this man. My wife and I were literally on the final episode and we were not paying attention to the time, and it left on such a cliffhanger and it made me lose it. It was a perfect way to end 2022. I don't really understand the pacing critic, but it came from Twitter, so I don't take it seriously. And now here we are in 2023. We're already getting free DLC packs for Sonic Frontiers. The comics are still doing their thing. Knuckles is getting his series in the works, and then the Sonic movie for 2024. This is an amazing time to be a Sonic fan. We have all these pieces of media specifically for Sonic, and we have something geared towards everyone. This is the type of consistency that so many others like me are looking forward to. And hopefully this consistency grows along with the quality. Now, my question of the day for you guys: what was your favorite thing in regards to the 30th anniversary in 2022? And what are you looking forward to this year and in the future? As always, it's a pleasure. Like, comment, please let me know what you think. This is Choomba, signing out. Later.
Let's go. CHUMZONE, that's where it's at. Awesome gameplay, awesome reviews, and that's a fact. CHUMZONE, get in the zone. Entertainment on your PC.